So hey, look, we're just going to kick into this really quickly. We've got a lot to cover. You know, what we want to do is share with you some of the solutions that are available today to allow you to take advantage of that rollout of the UFB world. Now, there is a lot to cover off, and I'm just going to warn you that, you know, if there is some detail that you want to get into, thank you. If there's some detail you want to get into, please come and join us up at the stand and talk to Nick from our personal systems group or myself around the enterprise stuff. So when we look at the enterprise strategy around how we can help you, enable or utilise this UFB rollout, we're excited for a couple of reasons. The first one is because at the end of the day, most of you have significant investment in some quality gear that UFB is going to allow you to optimise and use. And if you're starting at the bottom end of this scale and you're looking to move up, HP follows an open standards modular-based approach that can allow you to build up, adding a bit of software, a bit of hardware here, and moving to a virtualized platform or a cloud platform. Alternatively, if you're looking to drive a faster move to market, or you're looking to take an application, a virtual platform, or a cloud platform, we have some turnkey converged infrastructure solutions that can increase your time to market to deliver that solution. So how do we do that? Well, as I referenced before, we base it off a strategy called converged infrastructure. What is converged infrastructure? It's a concerted portfolio of world-leading products in every part of your requirement to build that data centre, a next-generation data centre. Its foundation is basis in its servers. Now, we've made some fantastic announcements, and later on I'm going to encourage you to, if you've got time tomorrow, to come and join us at the New Zealand launch up at the Sky City Convention Centre to come and see what it's all about. We've also got advances in our business critical space where we're looking to unify our x86 platforms into our Unix platforms, providing you that same reliability and availability that you get in a Unix platform. So not only having the same devices within the same layered infrastructure, but even maybe looking at utilising an x86 platform and delivering that same high availability, high reliability that you might expect from perhaps a Superdome platform or a Unix Linux type platform. And finally, I'm going to talk to you towards the end of the session around some extreme ultra-low voltage servers that are really going to change the fundamental way we look at data centres going forward and the energy consumption in that space. Attaching to that some world-leading storage solutions. Now, I'm not just talking about hardware solutions like the P4000 SAN array or the true multi-tenant capabilities of our 3PARs, which Gen-i is doing such a good job in New Zealand with. I'm also talking about some innovations that come out of our software division like HP Store Once. HP Store Once is a deduplication software that if you look at UFB and you look at situations like the VDI, you're not only backing up documents, forms, templates, but you're also backing up applications and operating systems, putting a lot of burgeoning stress on the back-end data infrastructure and also shortening up that backup window. So Store Once comes in there and it allows you to take your existing backup window and reduce it up to 20 to 1, on a ratio 20 to 1. And that's massive. And what that's going to do in a UFB world is going to allow you to take advantages of hosted DR solutions like we referred to earlier with the Noel Leeming's use case, where we can understand the importance of having a hosted DR service utilising faster connectivity and smaller packets, making that available to all customers, big or small. The final hardware piece relates to our networking and the acquisitions and moves that we've made here, moving into the second and only one of two networking partners that has double-digit market share. So in networking, we've got a program called Alliance One. It's actually a broad program that refers to our utilisation of our partners, our ISV partners like Microsoft, like VMware, like Polycom. We take their technology and we drive that into ours. There's no point in trying to make up a way to do a link product. So we talk to Microsoft. So Paul Dolly's going to come and talk to you after us around the link. But imagine taking a link server and driving that out of a switch that has a lifetime warranty, but also delivers not only the network connectivity that you need, but all the IP telephony and UC capabilities of link, all in a fully lifetime warranty device. We've got IMC management to give you that full pane of glass across not only our network devices and switches, but our competitions. And that open standards approach that allows us to do that allows us to participate in a new networking virtualization protocol called OpenFlow, where, without getting overly technical, we can take and split the data packet from the control packet and allow you to take that control packet and manage that through all the access lists and the security requirements from a separate server away from the network traffic. Now, Jeff mentioned also that there's a bit of reticence out there with IT managers and the CIOs around security. So let me assure you that HP is putting a big focus in this area. And one great example of that is our tipping point solutions. We have an IPS solution that basically has a dedicated team, DV Labs, working 24/7, researching internet threats. Now, the cool thing about that is they automatically deliver to all of our IPS customers a digital vaccine that provides you with zero-day tolerance around internet threats. And that's great to have that sort of peace of mind in your network. And of course, you've got to have the software to manage it. And I hope most of you are familiar with the Systems Insight Management tools. Within our Generation 8 platform, we take this a step further. We add the word proactive into it. The ability to look into that device and understand where you are, where you're at, and what's failing, and when you need to get that repaired. It allows us to make some pretty good decisions around how we can support and make that server, increase that server's uptime. And finally, services. The ability to sit down with you and the partner like Gen-i to consult with you to make sure we're actually first answering the situation or the issues that you have as a customer, make sure we're fulfilling that and bringing that in, building it into your environment best in class, and then ensuring the uptime of that device and that investment, and making sure that you're meeting your own SLAs, but more importantly, the SLAs for your customers. So Generation 8 is a great release for us. It's a back to bare metal reconstruction or revolution, okay? And as I said, I'd like to encourage you to come and join us up at the Sky City tomorrow to have a look at the New Zealand launch. It's based on these 4 pillars, and these 4 pillars are based also on over 150 customer-inspired innovations that we put into the product. We've also taken 900 patents within this technology, so this is new, this is great. Offering you up that fully self-sustainable server technology. One of the great little bits that is coming out of it is you'll see in this generation of product the capability. So as you've seen, we've all got the QR codes on our tags and on our stands. Imagine the ability to QR code your next firmware upgrade. It's going to be available through the ILO on-site website or cloud offering to allow you to zap that technology onto your phone and drive that back to your data center. And it's all to create that opportunity for you to set your time, set your IT teams to innovate as opposed to keeping the lights on. It's all about increasing their time to actually control the technology, not have the technology control your business. And once again, if you do have the opportunity tomorrow, you want to sit down, have a nice lunch, come and listen to this technology, see it up and running, it's going to be up at the Sky City Convention Centre tomorrow from 12:30. So I talked about converged infrastructure. This is where it truly manifests. This is where it moves from a marketing slide into reality. So who's got 2003 out there at the moment? Who's currently operating off the 2003 exchange? A couple. Microsoft suggests probably about 75% of the market's still sitting back there. This is a great solution for you. It's a 3U device chassis with a couple of blades in it, a drawer full of 26 hard drives. But wrapped around it is not only our software and IP, but Microsoft's, the operating system, and Exchange. The really cool thing about it has a fantastic migration tool that allows you to port all of your 2003 mailboxes across and into the 2010 platform. One code, really easy, one product, one box turns up, plug it in. All you have to decide is how many mailboxes do I need? It's very node driven. And then the last and final large step into the converged infrastructure model and how it truly manifests as a solution for you today is in our virtual systems and then into our cloud systems. Virtual systems, again, completely configured, ready to go best in class on either a Hyper-V or a vSphere solution. So you get to choose which one you want. In fact, we even have a fully integrated Citrix-based VDI solution that you can buy under one code. And it's all scalable, starts from bottom to top up. Layer on top of that automation and orchestration tools, and you've got yourself a cloud system. And we can offer solutions that give you a private cloud solution, hybrid cloud, or up into a service provider if that's what you need. A great case study. Gen-i has probably one of the best HP cloud solutions running right now in the Department of Corrections. This is where we sat down together, HP, Gen-i, and Corrections, and we defined a solution, and the only vendor solution that could actually answer their requirements. Utilising the Gen-i management platform to deliver all the provisioning and metering of all of that product, we now have a single neck-to-choke approach with Corrections, which they've deemed to be the key reason why they see this as a success. And the great thing about it, it's going really well. They've had 3 major upgrades to it already. Now, all of that back-end stuff, probably not so sexy as my counterpart, so I'm going to pass over to him to maybe zhuzh it up a little bit and talk about what's happening in the PSG group in 2012.
Thanks, Alan. I'm going to hand it back to him so you can clap for him twice. Like Alan alluded to, I'm from HP's Personal Systems Group, which, as the name suggests, incorporates all of our personal computing solutions, so desktops, notebooks, tablets, anything you touch and feel and interact with, really, all the gadgety things, which is so great. Unfortunately, I'm not going to talk to you about all of it today, but I really want to touch on what we have to offer in this space, what's new, what are some of the trends that we're seeing, and then how Gen-i and HP are best positioned to take your desktop users to the next generation of personal computing. HP truly does have the most comprehensive portfolio of end-to-end personal computing solutions. So everything from your notebooks and tablets that are fully certified on Telecom's XT network to your business desktops, deliver you the most powerful and biggest range of flexible form factors, from ultra-thin to all-in-one. A complete point-of-sale solution. It goes from the system down to the scanners, the printers, even the cash drawer, as well as mobile point-of-sale solutions. Digital signage solutions end-to-end with integrated touch technologies and video wall technology. HP are the market leaders in virtual desktop solutions. We have the end-to-end range of thin clients that are purpose-built for any type of environment and user. From the smaller Zero client, the size of a cigarette box, so this clicker, to a high-performance graphics or even media thin client, as well as all-in-one thin clients and mobile thin clients. So it's really a type of device for every virtual computing environment. And we have our performance workstations. These are the devices which are used by Weta Studios to create the movies such as Avatar and Lord of the Rings, etc. And we have some of these on display today, so come and have a look. We are also the market leaders in just about all of these categories, and especially so for desktops and notebooks, where nearly 1 in 2 New Zealand businesses prefer an HP desktop or notebook. Now, yes, we have this big portfolio of solutions. We have the end-to-end range of personal computing, but we continue to invest and bring new best-of-breed solutions to market. We recently launched our 2nd generation Windows 7 tablet, and we're very excited about the 3rd generation tablet coming out later this year running Windows 8. Ultrabooks is also a new segment in mobile computing. Some of you guys might have seen some of it out there already. It's based on ultra-light, ultra-thin, ultra-powerful technologies, really giving you the mobility of a tablet with the performance and capability of a notebook. And HP just released its Ultrabook range, which won Best of Show at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas this year. Then we further extended our thin client portfolio, enhancing the performance and capability at the front end with extra video power over Ethernet, as well as extending the range to all-in-one and mobile thin clients. And an all-in-one is really that concept which originated in the consumer space. And then as businesses start adopting it and seeing the benefits of having a more ergonomic workspace, freeing up desk space, and really saying that actually they can have all of the power from a desktop without the tower. So it is effectively just freeing up the space and giving you everything that you need. Alan loves that line, power without the tower. All right, so next generation of desktop. This is really a concept which has been thrown around nearly as much as cloud computing, but HP, IDC, and Gartner see the virtualization of desktops and client devices really move from an early adopter stage into the new mainstream. And that is really due to a massive reduction in the barriers to entry. And we spoke a fair bit about that this morning. So the digital transformation of information, content, media, communications has really laid the foundation for this over the last 5 to 10 years. And now with that increased availability and performance of connectivity and ultra-fast broadband, and the increased supply of cloud computing and applications and services delivered, Organisations throughout New Zealand, large and small, are starting to experiment with virtual desktop environments and actually adopting it to take advantage and give them a competitive edge in the market through having enhanced security and data protection and compliance, increasing the flexibility and mobility of their workforce, as well as delivering a more efficient management and administration of the end devices, whether it's mobile devices or whether it's physical thin clients. Now, whether you're considering a full virtual desktop infrastructure, terminal services, or even just application of desktop streaming, Gen-i and HP are best positioned as your technology partners as we deliver the end-to-end solution like Alan talked about. We do the back-end infrastructure, we do the front-end devices. We have the capability throughout the country to deliver this. HP has the broadest range of thin clients to have the flexibility to meet every type of user and environment. We have the most powerful thin clients to deliver the richest user experiences in the front end, meaning you don't have to sacrifice anything moving from a traditional desktop to a virtual desktop. Every HP thin client comes with free enterprise class management software, allowing you to easier management and control those devices as well. We're the market leaders in thin clients, where HP deploys more thin clients than its 5 nearest competitors combined. That really shows you that we understand the space, which is why we design the technologies around our key partners, VMware, Citrix, Microsoft, and Gen-i, to make sure that our technologies work the way they should in your environments. Now, if you weren't considering a virtual desktop environment before today, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have convinced you in the last 5 minutes. But if you have been considering one and you've liked what you've heard, some of the things throughout today, the UFB technologies we have in the back end, some of the thin client technologies coming out in the front end, come and see us at the stand. We'd love to chat to you. Alternatively, talk to your Gen-i client manager, set up a meeting, I'll buy you a coffee, and just talk about what your options are, what technologies are out there, and how you can take advantage of that and the UFB. With this, I'll hand back to Alan. Finishes us off. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, bro. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody believes it was quite riveting, a bit more sexy than what I delivered. And I can see them reaching for their evaluation forms, giving you a 10. Maybe it's just so they can win the notebook, really. Stink joke, okay. So, look, we're just going to spend this last piece of our presentation to just share with you some strategy, because we had a pretty tumultuous year in 2011. You know, are we spinning off PSG? Well, we don't want to get rid of Nick. But, you know, are we a service software provider? What are we doing? So in September, we had a new CEO take on, and she wanted to reaffirm our strategy. And throughout the ICT Roadshow, we've seen a few shaking heads when we go through this slide, and I hope to see the same here today. So the good news is, we're going back down to the infrastructure. Our strategy is based, and our R&D and further developments over the next few years are going to be based on our infrastructure. And this is what we're good at, and this is what our customers know we're good at doing. Of course, software enhances that capability and allows us to deliver answers to our customers' problems. And services wrapped up with our partners is really key here. Again, and I stressed on this in the converged infrastructure model, understanding what you need for to answer the problems that you have within your business is key. So we've got to consult with you. Sit down with your partner, like Gen-i, and absolutely understand what you need and define that, utilising that global reach and local reach, like, for example, with corrections, to define a solution that suits you. Then the next step, of course, is delivering that, and delivering it in best in class. And that's where we need to make sure that we work with you. And finally, of course, the SLA requirements that you have, the uptime that you need. We need to make sure that we've got the right services and the warranty attached to that that is going to deliver that to make sure that you're up and running. And not only delivering your own SLAs, but the SLAs of your customers, because that's what's important. And finally, we take that holistic look. We wrap the hardware, the software, and the services to make sure that we answer something specific to your vertical. Again, leveraging that global reach that HP has, and combining that with the local reach and capability that Gen-i has locally to ensure that we are answering customer problems from, we've got a sneaky invader, answering the problems that you have. So, look, does anyone in the crowd remember the old term HP Invent? Yeah? Tough crowd. All right, HP Invent. I'm going to show you a little bit of HP Invent right now.
Our insatiable appetite for instant digital information and experiences is putting extreme stress on the businesses that deliver it. Providers of web services and web hosting are experiencing exponential growth in their data centers. To maintain and ultimately gain a competitive lead, these companies need to significantly reduce complexity, energy use, and costs. At HP, we're leveraging our HP ProLiant server leadership to help companies continue to innovate and meet their customer demand. We call it HP Project Moonshot. At its foundation is a revolutionary new server infrastructure that unlocks the promise of extreme low-energy servers by eliminating sprawl and simplifying data center operations. And to help customers determine which applications are best for this technology, we're rolling out an extreme low-energy server development platform, the HP Discovery Lab, and the HP Pathfinder program for industry partners to collaborate, explore, and optimize applications for this new technology. Let's take a look at how HP Project Moonshot infrastructure and the server development platform work. Using extreme low-energy server technology, our server development platform fits up to 288 servers in a single 4U server chassis. Traditional computing architecture is built completely around the processors. Every processor has separate, dedicated management, fabric, storage, cooling, and power elements. HP Project Moonshot is designed to share that infrastructure. When you do this, you decouple scale from complexity. You are able to move from tens of servers per rack that share basically nothing to thousands of servers per rack that share almost everything. And the potential savings are extraordinary. These are jaw-dropping numbers. The potential that the Project Moonshot infrastructure holds is game-changing. Exponential but easily manageable data center growth, dramatic data center efficiencies, and our insatiable appetite for digital content and experiences gets fed. Welcome to the world of extreme low-energy server technology.
So that's a fantastic example of what HP is going to do and what HP Invent will do for the data centers going forward. And the effect on energy usage within the data center, the density requirements is going to be massive, and as the video suggested, jaw-dropping, right? But the key thing I want you to take away or understand, the thing that really stood out for me, is the actual density. So 72 servers in a single 2U drawer, 288 servers in a 4U chassis. That translates up to over 2,880 servers in a single 42U rack with enough space for a couple of HP networking devices to connect to the rest of your infrastructure. If Nick's got his little, what is that? All the power without the tower? Yeah. This is my tower of power, I'm telling you. So we've got a development platform available now for you to test out your applications and test the suitability of this type of environment for you, and it'll be commercially available towards the end of this year. Now, the last little bit of technology I want to talk to you about coming through our HP labs, it's quite poignant given that we're talking about the rollout of UFB. This is where we're going to take UFB, that next step, and into the computer, replacing all those copper interconnects with fiber, taking advantage of all those advances in terms of bandwidth capability and speed and low energy usage. We'll see this around 2015, and throughout to 2017, we'll be working with our chip manufacturers to drive that even further into the devices. So, we talked about some of the products and a broad set of products, and I apologise because if you do want to know more, please come and see Nick and myself up at the stand in the back corner there, and we'll talk to you a little bit more about the detail. We showed you a bit of the strategy, and we gave you a bit of a sneak peek in some of the technologies that we have. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.